Hey Capricorn, thank you so much for joining us for your weekly reading for the week of March 14th to the 21st. We're going to be drawing a bunch of cards here to get an idea of your general energies for this week, as well as any challenges that you'll be facing. Capricorn, also if you haven't checked out your monthly reading for the month of March, we're going to link that down below, and that's going to paint a picture of the entire month for you, and then all these weekly readings are going to plug right into that. Capricorn, starting here, we have the Shaman card. Which I think is supposed to be like the Hierophant card, talking about divine wisdom and spiritual power. In Capricorn, over the last few weeks and the last month, you've been focusing more on like holding true to some kind of vision that you have. I think it's you and like Gemini have like this really strong creative vision right now, and it's so strong that it's like this magnetic force that's like drawing people towards you right now. And then Gemini is in a really strong way. But I'm also seeing that with Capricorn this week as well. If we're talking about divine wisdom and spiritual power, it could just be whatever you're focusing on right now. If you have like this new creative idea, or if you want to like do something to like revolutionize the industry that you're in, I think that you're inspiring a lot of people right now. I think that everybody can see that you have like this super like fire idea, and they're all willing to kind of like gather around you in this moment and support you. Capricorn, in an area of challenges, we have the Nine of Cups card. I'd be worried about feeling too confident right now, Capricorn. I think that if you have like this really strong magnetic energy, like I think like the Gemini that I pulled for, I think it was Gemini, and they had like this really strong magnetic energy, and they had like this great creative vision that they're working towards. But Gemini didn't really give a shit about the people around them. They didn't really care how other people perceived it, how they felt about it. They had this thing that they're moving forward on, and that was good enough for them. But I think that you, Capricorn, could maybe, I think that this vision that you have, whatever this project that you have is that you're moving forward on, is something that is really secure and is something that you're really confident about. But at the same time, there could be some insecurities that you have that are kind of like, I don't know, maybe almost like tempting you. There could be some minor insecurities that you have, Capricorn, that are almost like swaying you off your course right now. Like maybe you're seeing other people gathering around you, you're getting that validation for this project that you have, and that's kind of like you're focusing too much on that now. You think that you're like a minor celebrity or something, for instance, rather than like focusing solely on the craft, focusing solely on the thing that made these people come around you in the first place. If you have like a predilection for being a little too giddy when people start like recognizing your accomplishments, I'd be on the lookout for that. Don't feel too overly confident. Don't be too arrogant right now. You have a great vision, you have a great idea, and other people are seeing that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you've reached the full potential of whatever this is. We have some interesting cards coming up here. In your area of the recent past, we have the Ten of Swords card, which is talking about a completion of a cycle, but it's kind of interesting because we're going into the future here. We have the Nine of Swords card. This is almost telling me that maybe there are some unresolved things here. A lot of creative potential here that's almost being inhibited by something from your past right now. So if you're a Capricorn who just has some like weird insecurity problems, I'd focus on addressing that a little bit more right now, or really just focusing solely on the craft instead of like feeling too proud of yourself because other people are starting to recognize your accomplishments. Let's go ahead and pull some other cards for you here. In your area of above, we have the Justice card, and in your area of below, we have the Five of Wands card. So Capricorn, here in your area of above, we have the Justice card, which is almost telling me that you're really taking the lead on some kind of project right now. I think that you've almost been like delegated some kind of like leadership position, for instance, and I think that that's why you have this opportunity in the first place to put these like new ideas to practice. Here in your area below, though, I think that there's some insecurities here. There could be some like conflicts from your past where people have kind of beaten you up over really petty issues. And I think that maybe you kind of like internalized that a little bit too much. You kind of felt like invalidated because of those past experiences. There could be some like small things from your past right now that have almost like invalidated you, or they've like been really dismissive of like these grand ideas that you have. So right now you're seeing some success, you're seeing some people coming around and recognizing your talent, and that might get to your head a little bit too much right now, Capricorn. So again, this whole reading is telling you, just look out for that. You still have like grand ideas here, but they're almost being like locked up right now in like some kind of like issue or trauma from your past. Here in your area of advice, we have the Four of Pentacles card, which is almost telling me don't get too excited with spending money that you don't have in this moment. Like if you have like this great business plan, for instance, if that's the project that you're working on, you could feel as though, okay, well, you know, I'm eventually going to become a millionaire, so right now I can just put this on credit. This is saying don't do that. You know, really hold on to what you have in this moment. Here in your area of external factors, we have the Three of Swords card. So there could be something coming into your week, this week in particular, that could like kind of sideswipe you. You might be focusing so much on like this new project that you have that there could be some kind of loss here in your life. And I don't mean that in like a sense of like, you know, somebody in your life dying, but that could be something there could be people walking out of your life, for instance. There could be some illness around you at this moment, and that could kind of like mess up this creative energy that you have, and it could help a lot of these like insecurities almost re-manifest in this moment where you kind of need to be casting those aside. So Capricorn, this is a really strong reading, but at the same time you're overcoming some really heavy shit here all through this middle road. This middle road is like very heavy. There's like a lot of very negative energy that you're working to overcome right now. So these are really just like kind of like road bumps, so I wouldn't be too concerned about that. It's nothing that's gonna like throw you off course entirely. A lot of swords card, Capricorn. If I were like a more like doom and gloom kind of reader, this reading would sound like really bad, but I'm not, so you're lucky. Capricorn, here in your area of hopes and fears, we have the Moon card. You're really kind of confused right now, and you're confused about things that you can't even like really quite see. I think that that's why maybe if you're watching this reading, for instance, you're probably watching it for a reason. You're watching it because there are some insecurities that you might not be recognizing, or you're seeing some issues cropping up in your life and you don't know why they're coming up. And these are really just things from your past that are continuing to haunt you. And when we're talking about baggage from our past, here's your area of an outcome. We have the Six of Swords card. So we have all swords in this row except for that Nine of Cups. So this is really carrying something from your past right now. There's a big weight that's kind of holding you down that you're taking into this next stage of your life, but you really shouldn't be. You're off to a grand new place here with this energy that you have, with this vision that you have, but at the same time, there's definitely some traumas here from your past. And it could be really big things, it could be small things, but whatever these traumas are, they are re-manifesting in your life this week or these next couple weeks, and it could kind of throw you off course a little bit, Capricorn. So I'd really, really watch out for that. Just watch out for people kind of coming back into your life right now and stirring up drama, for instance, or if you got rid of like toxic people from your life, they could be cropping up right now and seeing the potential that you have and seeing the vision that you have, and they might want to do something a little bit malicious with that. That's really the energy that I'm getting here with this reading. So Capricorn, here at the end of your reading though, we're going to pull 3 cards for 3 yes, no, or maybe questions. So if you want to pause the video, we're going to pull 1, 2, and 3. So for your first question here, I have a yes. For your second question, I have a maybe. And for your last question, I have a no. So Capricorn, thank you so much for joining us at 3 Rabbit Tarot. If this reading resonated with you, also check out your sun, moon, and rising. And you can also check out that monthly reading down below because that's going to paint a picture for the entire month for you. Capricorn, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.